Now, this is not normally what fonts should look like because fonts, they should be basically nothing more than a font that you can download and you can start using just by typing. But normally, what I can see here from this Creative Fabrica thing is that this is not what we're looking for. So this is not what we're looking for. But let me just look here. All right, so I think if that's the case, I'm not going to use this font because normally, like I said, a font should be a font that I can upload onto Canva and then I can use it. In this case, this is not what I thought it was. So I think they might be outsourcing their font from somewhere else. I wonder. But I'm going to go and just try to be smart here. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to write this title, right? Write this title, which is ringside tails, in the font that looks like the Lord of the Rings golden font that they show at the beginning of the movie when they write the title of the movie. Because at the beginning of the Lord of the Rings, they actually show a title and it's written in gold. It looks like a golden scripture or sculpture. Okay, so now ChatGPT is creating the image. Now, in your case, if you don't have access to GPT-4, what I would recommend is just use one of these fonts. They're not too bad. So I think story fonts like this, for example, Storybook Rough. And then you can change this to ringside tails. And there are some adjustments that I can show you how to do. So for instance, I can take this and I can make it bigger like this, ringside tails, like this, not that big, and put it in the center or something like that. I think it's too big, so let me just reduce it like this. Make sure it's in the center, it's a little bit at the top, and make sure it doesn't go outside of the red area. And then what I would do is I would just take this and I would make it gold, right? So I'd choose a golden color for it. So I would go right here and I would just select this color, make it gold. That's good. And then I would zoom in. Let me show you some magic. So if you click here and if you click duplicate, now we have two. And I'm going to select the second one, make it dark, right? So I'm going to make it pitch black like that. And then I can position it backward and then it's back. And then I can just take this and place it right back. And as you can see, that gives off a vibe like the Lord of the Rings. So now let me go back. Let me click the image and fixate it for a moment because I want to select these and group them. So now they are one and they can be centered accordingly. And if I go to my uploads here, we have this, the Lord of the Rings logo. I can take that as well, and I can just reduce the size of it. And what I want to do, I want to go here and look for circle frame again, and basically putting it into a circle frame. So just like we did earlier, and then we can just go ahead and make this smaller and maybe place it somewhere around here or somewhere around here, or just, I think it would be good if it's at the bottom. Let me just drag this a little bit to the top and then place this here. Just make it a little bit smaller than that, I think, like that. And I think that this looks pretty decent. In the meantime, let's see ChatGPT's answer. Okay. So ChatGPT responded that it can't, and I respect that. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to do it like this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to here. I'm going to ungroup for a moment and click out, then click again, then select this. I'm going to go to effects. I'm going to add a neon effect and make it a little bit more light, add a little bit more light. And I think this will make it look a little bit better, right? Ringside tails with that shadow, and it looks pretty decent. So right now, I think we can group them back again. All right, so I wanted to use that font, but we can't do only what we can do. So now here, I think we're done. And now I can just click on my image, unlock it, and then basically, let me do one thing. Let me just place it where I want it to be and then position it backward. So now I can select this and unlock it and remove it. And I'm going to click on my image again and basically just increase the transparency of it. And now we have our the Lord of the Rings banner. And if I download, now we are supposed to just go ahead and download it. Now I'm just gonna download it as a PNG, no transparent background or anything, just a PNG. Or I think okay. So let me just go back. I think a transparent background would be better because on a thumbnail on a YouTube banner would be better. All right. So now let's download. In the next lecture, what we're going to do, we're going to take these elements and we're going to optimize our YouTube channel, and then we're going to start